Angelfish are peaceful and can live with other species of freshwater or saltwater tank mates. However, the same cannot be said for tiger barbs. These require specific requirements in order to coexist happily together. For example, while they share an identical size range growing 2 to 3 inches, there's a big difference when it comes down deciding how many gallons per day your new friend should get. Angels need at least 20 liters, whereasables only use 10 plus. Meaning you'll end up paying more money if buy one as plan B. The angelfish and tiger barb fish are two different types of tropical freshwater fighters with unique features. For example, the angel style has sharp fins while barbs tend to have duller colors that make them harder for predators, such as panfish or bass fishermen, who might mistake them into being something else on a hook. The angelfish is a common pet that can be kept in your house. It belongs to the family of Cichlidae, and it's present all over South America, with little change in its behavior or physical appearance, though one must not purchase wild-caught ones for an aquarium, as they may cause problems among other species already living there. This includes any type. I think it is a very interesting and unique fish that you can enjoy for dinner, or as an aquarium decoration. They have wonderful swimming abilities, which are not present in all categories of waterbound animals. You could also use this species on your farm with thrive well there because most people love their delicious taste. What is tiger barbs? Tiger barb is a beautiful fish that can be found in various colors. It's one of the best options if you want to keep it inside an aquarium, but they are hardy and love living together, so make sure not too many other species get paired up with them. Tigers don't like being around others either, even though their aggressive nature may cause harm sometimes, especially when females arrive. All this will do for your tank species friends who need more space than what he or she currently has available. The output tone should. However, it is important to make sure that you don't keep the same species with them. Angelfish versus tiger barb fish features. Angelfish tiger barb fish size 6 inches 4 inches lifespan 9 years 5 years food preference meat foods, vegetable foods pH level 7 less than 5 temperature 75. 0 F 80. 0 F behavior normal aggressive different temperature requirements. The tiger barb and angelfish are very different types of fish. They require completely separate water temperatures, which makes it impossible for them to share a tank with other tanks in the house. The 800 F temperature limit that tiger barbs need means you can't take risks when raising these rare creatures. Make sure there's enough room on your stove or oven. They don't mind if their surroundings get hot sometimes though. The water in an aquarium can only be kept at one temperature. The problem with maintaining both numbers is that if you let it sit too long, the bottom section will become hard and non-buoyant due to excess minerals from being stored near Earth's surface. This means your fish could well die. Aggressive nature of tiger barbs. The tiger barbs are a dominant species, and they can be too harsh on other fish. They will attack the angelfish even if you don't separate them, so it's best to create some sort of partition in your tank, or treat both sides separately while feeding or adjusting temperature for their needs. Tiger barb diversity has been reduced due to overfishing, but this does not mean there aren't any left. These beautiful gems should still receive care like any other aquarium inhabitants, because we never know what might happen next. One day an unlucky soul may find himself home without his favorite pet. You can keep both of them in the same tank if they are young, because they will not be rude to each other at that age. You can take this risk at that time as angelfish lay eggs every 2 weeks. Different food requirements. It's easy to get your fish eating the right food. Put some feed in their water and they'll swim over for a bite. If you add both meat-based foods like catfish fillets, barbs will also enjoy vegetables too, but only if there is no other choice offered. Make sure not every option has something on it so one species doesn't dominate entirely over another by selection bias. You know what I mean. It may be hard giving different types of cuisine simultaneously when using single container systems such as this. But don't worry, since angelfish prefer lightly cooked meats while barbans enjoys them raw or undercooked. Consider these things while planning for the fish. You can use a few common foods like bloodworms, but they won't be able to eat them all of a sudden, or at least not in any significant manner, because you'll have switch over time and alter their diet with something new which has been known by experts as problematic. This might cause some unheard consequences due its ability to soak up liquids rather quickly. This could lead your aquarium lives into danger very fast if precautions aren't taken beforehand. Angelfish and tiger barbs have different pH requirements. pH is the measure of how acidic or alkaline water tastes. Every species in an aquarium needs their own specific level for proper growth, so you must choose carefully before adding any fish to your tank. Tiger barbs prefer acid environments, while angelfishes thrive with freshwater chemistry. These two differences mean that if they are both present at equal levels, then there will be problems due to one influencing the other's environment too much, something called feedback. The aquarium needs to be set up in such a way that it can accommodate both of them. You cannot get everything done at once though, so you'll have to take your time and do things carefully. Different sizes, the body structure and size of these two pets are very different. If you keep one with an equally matched counterpart, they will cause trouble for each other, which could end in a dangerous way if not handled carefully by their owner. It's best that while training your new pet, find out what type food works well together, as well as setting up some sort of kennel environment where it won't be able to hurt anything or anyone else outside its own enclosure. The angelfish and barbs are two very different types of fish that prefer to live in groups or fewer numbers. You cannot fulfill their needs by keeping them on one tank, so make sure you check out the body structure before making any decisions about what kind would work best for your setup. The angelfish is larger than the tiger barb. The size of an angelfish will range from 6 centimeters up to about 8 inches, while most are around 4-5. There can be variations depending on where they live and what kind you have. However, it's always important that we check our products before using them for pets, because not all waters may benefit either way.